Welcome back, guys. Today we're going for a test drive on a 1977 Chevy pickup. This one here is, I believe, to be 350 under the hood. Looks like the AC is all hooked up. We're going to be trying it out. This one does have power steering and power brakes, and she's jacked up in the air. Got some old Mickey Thompsons on her. Long bed. What I like to do is take it down the road, point out any kind of flaws I can find. That way you know what you're getting before you get here. So look at the detailed pictures at maplemotors.com. I do have financing and shipping available for you, especially on all the vehicles here. Every Monday we update with about 10 new cars. So don't forget to hit subscribe, share, hit like. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Before we take off, we'll look around the interior, check out the door panels here, check out the dash. It's actually got a nice pretty dash on it, showing the mileage on the dash here is hard to stand behind, but very well could be original. Looks like it's got a dash cover for the original one. A nice looking shifter there for the four-wheel drive. The seat's in great shape. Headliner's Jack Daniels custom. And let's get her started. Looks like our gas gauge is up above half a tank. She's still cold right now, so let her warm up a little bit as we look across the dash. Let's try the AC. AC is not kicking that compressor on. I'm just listening for the RPM. At least the blower motor is working on this one. Radio's working. Wipers, switch feels good. It is working. Engine temperature is still on its way up. Volts is up. Oil pressure, the gauge is not working or moving. It's kind of stuck looking. And did you place your bets on the horn? Because it's a game we like to play on the channel here. Does the horn work? Turn signals popping up on the left and right side of the dash, both sides. Let's try that horn out, see what we got. Nothing, no horn. Horn does not work. Looks like the floor down here has got a little bit of tape on it, probably fixing some cracks and stuff from the old rubber mat. As far as everything else, let's hit the road, see how she runs and drives. Let's go ahead and get our seatbelt on. I had to dig it out from behind the seat too. Anything I see, I will let you know. That is why I do these videos. And this is the first time I've driven it. I do that also so that it's a good, honest review. So let's take off here, see what we got. The temp gauge still has not moved on this one. It just ran for a little bit. It should have came up by now, but it hasn't at the moment. Okay. Speedometer's bouncing around, kind of all over the place. Seatbelt's a little loose on this too. As far as going straight down the road, got a little bit of slack in the steering, but it's going pretty straight. It's not too bad. Kick down's hooked up, pulling strong, shifting out good. Brakes are stopping as they should. Brakes again, just checking one more time. Yeah, they stop good. So far, it's got a little bit of a bumpy ride. I expected that with it being whipped in the air. The seatbelt's kind of annoying where it gets slacked up and then it doesn't go back by itself, but that can be fixed. definitely got a good sound. A little bit of a cam. This one here, I don't believe we need any gas. The gas gauge is fluctuating around, kind of gives me an indication that the float is going back and forth and it has fuel. We are missing a rear view mirror. We got 2 side mirrors that are working pretty good. So, let's head on over to this parking lot here. I'm going to do some undercarriage shots, drop by the camera, and try to have a little fun here. Of course, towards the end of the video, what we're going to do is a walk around video pointing out chips, scratches, and flaws. Okay, so far so good. Let's head on back to the lot. The only thing I've noticed is the temp gauge is not working. The oil pressure gauge, so I've been doing these walkarounds kind of backwards. I'll do them like in the middle and then I'll put them at the end of the video. So I learn a little bit more about the truck. And you'll see what I mean towards the end of the video when I do the picking out the flaws segment. The oil pressure gauge, it confuses me. Sometimes it's like here and then it's here, and like you rev it and it doesn't really move around. I think it's just kind of like a faulty gauge where it's real slow at reading. So that may need to be changed out. All right, let's take off. And sorry again about the sun. It is that time of day and it's just blaring in. I was getting lucky earlier with all the clouds, but I've lost them. She is a bit of a bumpy ride. Again, that is to be expected with it lifted way up in the air, oversized wheels and tires. bit of a hesitation when you get into it. Well, I guess it's not every time, but I'm sure you've noticed in the video. Let's get on the brakes. Brakes feeling good. Looks like we can get another takeoff here. Old Jody there. Remember the old speed bump? I wonder what it feels like in this one. Oh, it is a little bumpy. I feel like that thing's coming back out of the ground. The story behind that for any of you new guys, about a year ago, that bump back there was pretty significant. And then we got this crazy freeze and it just disappeared. It's kind of weird to say, but it did. It just like shrunk down in the ground. And here lately, it feels like it may be coming back a little bit. There's probably like a sewer line under there and it may be leaking. It's just like pushing the concrete up and down. It's the only thing I could come up with. Okay, we're back at the lot again. Here comes the picking out the flaws segment. I've already done that on this one, and it turned out pretty good. It's just cosmetic stuff. This one runs and drives really good. I actually enjoyed driving this truck. I'm sitting here thinking about, oh, maybe I should get a big jacked up truck. The wife would like it, I know that. That's what I had when she first met me. With that being said, stick around to the end of the video. This is where we're going to be picking out the flaws, showing you the body, showing you all the dings, chips, scratches, any kind of rust I could find, which there wasn't very much on this truck. And then you'll know everything about it. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, getting ready to walk around this truck, pick out any kind of rust and dents that I could find. This one does have some clear coat peeling and lots of chips, so I'm not too worried about the chips or the clear coat. I'll show you the problems, but I'm not gonna go for every little chip on this truck. There's a lot. So mainly what we're gonna do is look for rust and dents. Well, let's get started here. I do have 100 detailed pictures of every flaw on the truck as well. Go over to maplemotors.com, check it out. I have financing and shipping available. Yes, you can get all of that information at maplemotors.com. So go there, look at it, and check it out. Here on the front, you've got a lot of chrome peeling up from the front. The front grille and bumper are actually in really good shape, as you can tell. They look pretty good. Fairly clean on this one. Got great tread on the tires. Nice set of wheels. You can see all the clear coat's just gone through this area. Nice little scratch there. Looks like we got some paint splattered up. Got picked up at some point. Not for me. But yeah, come off the road there. At the bottom of the doors, I mean, they look pretty solid. These cab corners is what you got to watch out for. It's got a little bit of rust in it too. See where the gas has been put in it and just run down the side. Back tire's in great shape as well. A little rust popping up here. Got some more bubbles popping up in the back there. Guys, I'm trying something new here. I don't know if you've noticed. Does the image look a lot bigger? I'm using that widescreen as I walk around. Let me know what you think about that. I may just start doing this for most of the walkarounds, because it actually provides a lot better viewing of the area on the vehicle when I zoom in and stuff. This looks like Bondo here. Pretty sure that's what that is. Could be a thick crack in the paint. I don't see sanding marks. I don't see anything, but it's what it resembled. Coming back down this way, you got a lot of little scratches and stuff, but I don't see a lot of dents. Big chunks of paint missing. Lots of little chips up here. Clear coat's all messed up on the door there. Little spots in the corner around the door handles, pitting on your door handles. Front windshield looks pretty good. Your pillars and stuff look good. Around your windows though, your seals got some cracks in them. Got a big ding right here in the mirror. Okay, let's head around, kind of look in the bed. Huge toolbox. That's a nice one. Cobalt bolt. Rubber mat in the bed. I'll lift it up. It's got a peek under it. Pretty solid. This thing's heavy duty. Look at that. Tailgate. It's got some rust on top. Some rust right here around the handle. Okay. A little dent there in the corner. It's like something got closed in the tailgate. Paint popping in the corner here too. Bumpers. Little rust spot coming through on both sides of the bumper. Let's go down this side now. Again, lower portion. I like doing this one. I don't have to bend over at all. Usually I'm on my knees trying to get all these shots here. I can just stand straight up with this truck, way up in the air. Some spots down there, touch-up marks. See all the little chips at the bottom. Got some more chips in the side of the door here. A bird got us. Of course, see the clear coat on it. Missing on the top of the fender there. It's missing on most of the top portion of the truck. Spot there. Tell you what, as far as dents go, there's not very many on this truck, and these old trucks got beat up back in the day, so this one's in pretty good shape, other than the paint job flaking and chipping. And it's not full of rust either. That's a big plus on this one. A little dent right there though. The back window looks pretty good. Cab lights. Front windshield's nice and clean, and the seal looks good. Right around your vent window could be better, where trim's a little rusty. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the inside on this one, and we'll get her started up. The widescreen kind of morphs it a little bit, but I really do like that it captures a lot of the truck in one shot. So So I figured I'd try it out today just to see what y'all thought. Door panel on this one looks pretty good. You got a nice little crack right here. Coming on down, looking around the door. Pretty clean. Oh, come on. I knew the sun was gonna do that to me. Comes out right around this part of the day and just, it's hard to film in. It's that afternoon sun. So it's got rubber mats for the flooring. Got some chips in your jam there. The seal around the door is older, but looks like it's still functioning right. The seat in this one actually looks really good. It's in good shape. It's not all tore up. You can see on the headliner, they put the Jack Daniel's whiskey. Let's go ahead and start her up. We'll try it without the key. I mean, without without the key. We'll try it without giving it gas. I don't think we can start it without the key, right? Starts up pretty good, actually. Temperature gauge on this one still hasn't moved. Oil pressure gauge hasn't really changed at all either. It's not, I can't get it to move really. It's starting to, ain't it? It's a slow gauge, I guess. All right. Again, sorry about that sun's reflection. No good right now. Getting up under the hood. Pretty quiet motor up under the hood, solid. Just come down with it. You got a few little bubbles popping up right here on the edge. More bird stuff. Guys, I appreciate you watching. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, share, and hit like. Also, look below in the description. Me and my wife have started a real estate channel, and she's out selling houses like crazy, but we actually listed our own personal house, and it's on there at the moment. We've already moved into our new one, so trying to sell the old one. So go check it out and hit subscribe on her channel. She'd appreciate that very much. With that being said, if you want the truck, maplemotors.com. That's our main website. We update it every Monday with about 10 new cars. And that's usually at 11 o'clock. So a lot of y'all call and say, oh man, it's always sold, or everything's always sold. Usually because I tell people to check it at Monday at 11, they will do that. And if they see something they like, they'll go ahead and send the money and watch the video. You know, that's how we sell them so quickly. So do that if you're interested in any of our rides. Otherwise, I appreciate it, guys. We have financing and shipping also available. I'll see you in the next video. Later.